How has the transition been so far here in Knoxville?
Well, I really picked Tennessee because of the coaching staff, the conference, a lot went into it, but the transition been smooth. I love the versatility of how offenses are ran. I've been watching some film. I pretty much look at the SEC like the Big 12 and Big 10 combined. So,
what's it like now with the thought of Texas possibly joining the league that you just came to?
no, I'm proud of them. They should. They want to come over here just like I do. So it's a lot of talent at Texas, and one of the reasons I'm showing it as well that we could ball as well. So them coming over, it'll definitely help them a lot to get drafted where they need to and just play on a national level.
You're a new guy, but obviously you've played a bunch. Do you feel like that you need to take a leadership role because of that?
Oh yeah, definitely. When I first came here, I got 2 Rays, even though they both Rays, but the standard, I know the standard that it needs to be. I know what it looked like when it's not there, and I look at myself in the mirror first when it's not there. Coming into that linebacker room was a great step. It's I can actually challenge myself to be a leader, and when things not going right, I got to look at myself. So that's the biggest difference.
You led Texas in tackles last year. What allowed you to do that?
Just being dialed in, building a routine. I found a routine that really helped me. Monday through Wednesday, I would have my coach pick me up 5:45, being able to D-stat, breaking down field. So pretty much just finding out the why and why they're calling calls and not just going along with the call. So I'm sitting there in the meeting, seeing why they're calling that call or in different situations, and that helped a lot.
You think you got pretty good instincts as a linebacker?
Definitely.
Have you been able to figure that out here yet, like the why, or do you need to kind of maybe go into a game and figure that out?
Right now, camp was just about, building the bond with my teammates. That's all I wanted to worry about, building the bond with my teammates, showing that they could count on me, flying around the field, running to the ball as hard as I can, and learning everybody else's role in the defense so I can get them lined up. I worry about myself later.
Have you been able to do that?
Yes, I have. Yes, sir.
John, how much time have you had to spend in the film room trying to familiarize yourself with this defense over the course of the past few months?
A lot, because at first I didn't have an iPad, so I would always have to come in here and just bother them and get on their nerves, but now I got an iPad, so I could, mix it up a lot now.
When did you get the iPad?
Like a week before camp.
So a kid from New Jersey, how'd you end up at Texas? Why'd you pick the Longhorns initially?
I picked the Longhorns because, like I said here, I wanted to separate myself. I wanted to show everybody we can go to the South and do it too. A lot of people go to Ohio State, Michigan, stay in the northeastern area. I wanted to go to the South, challenge myself. And I went down there, it was hot, challenged myself. It was just they treat football totally different in Texas. So that kind of made me take it serious as well, to be honest.
You played in 2 different defenses at Texas. This is your 3rd one in 3 years. Do you think what you learned at Texas, can you apply that to this defense, or is it entirely new for you?
No, I definitely love it because I just feel like I got so many tools in my belt, being under so many different coaches. So I took all the positives from each coach I learned. Coach Hustler, Coach Orlando. The 3-4 system was more, that getting downhill, getting the combos off the downs and things like forcing into our outside help. The 4-2-5 was more, I had to lose 10 pounds when Ash came in. He was sideline to sideline. So that's what now we in the 4-2-5 still, so I feel I'm ready for this defense.
When you committed, you said you're the type of guy that would stick your head in a fan and then it phase you. When you're practicing out here with your new teammates, what are some guys, or who are some guys that have stood out as guys that are not afraid to stick their head in the fan?
Oh yeah, Jeremy. So Jeremy Banks, he just like me when it comes to the physicality and things like that. I feel like just as a defense, we got to get more on the mental side of things. But physicality is not a problem right now. No.
So you think the physicality, these first couple of weeks of fall camp, is where it needs to be?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a leader?
Yes.
So how hard is it kind of stepping into a new room, a new practice field, and did you feel like you kind of had to sit back and kind of get your feet under you, or did you just continue to lead from day one?
No, I actually came in and sit back. I always do it. I just come in and sit back and just work. So I try to break up everything. So June was about getting my body right. July was about getting in football shape. So I would do extra stuff like field work and things like that. So I just sat back, let everybody see the work for itself before I even say anything, because that's just how I rock. I'm going to be first in everything. I'm all in Coach Schmidt face, Coach BJ face. This is how and they see it.
We have no hand came in from Michigan as well, transferred in. What have you seen from him in a similar situation as you?
Man, Patrick, he a rabbit. He remind me of like he's just, his legs just keep going. Like he don't stop. He fast, you know, explosive. He young, so the mental will come there. But as far as getting to the ball, he don't stop to the whistle blow.
What are you hoping to get out of this year? Or what would be an ideal year for you individually and collectively? as a team?
Individually,
Yeah.
linebacker one. Linebacker one in the NFL draft. Build the LBU at the University of Tennessee. The guys under me believe in it. They believe I'm gonna be the #1 linebacker leaving, and they believe it's gonna keep going like that every year from here on out.
This was a thin position linebacker before you got here. That was obviously something in the spring. Did that attract you to the opportunity?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I learned so much under coaches. I had it like the opposite way. I came into Texas as a sophomore. I had upperclassmen really didn't want me to take their spot, so they didn't really help me that much. So this was like a perfect opportunity to just give back. Like just to give back. Be in the conference, I went so hard in JUCO in the math class in person just to get into, it didn't go to. So this is just a perfect opportunity to give back, you know, get everybody to just win.
Tennessee's defense wasn't very good last year. Do you see the potential for this defense to be much improved?
Oh yeah, definitely. We loaded. So we loaded, we got a lot of vets, you know, in the back end. We talk a lot, communicate. And as far as like the mentality, yeah, the mentality's there, definitely.
Coach John Marie isn't
Last
the loudest voice you hear out in the practice field among the
Hey,
coaches.
excuse me, say it again.
Coach John Marie isn't the loudest voice you hear out on the practice field among the coaches, but what's he been like to play?
Man, he's so motivated, he's so real. Like he don't fake nothing. Like there's nothing fake about him. He keep it real with you. If you do something great, he gonna praise you for it. If you do something bad, he gonna get on your ass for it. And that's how it should be.
All right.